In this lecture, I'm going to talk about the object string again, more advanced topic. We are going to combine the GUI and the file processing and many other topics together with the object streams. First, the object input string and the object output string, they are subclasses of the input string. But it is not shown on this diagram, but I put it here and here. Object string enable you to perform input-output at the object level. So it's well-cooked I/O string. To enable object to be read or write, the object's defining class have to implement the java.io.serializable interface or java.io.externalized interface. So two interfaces can enable the read and write. The serializable interface, we mentioned about this before, I won't repeat. The object string, you need to use the object output string class for storing object and the object input string class for restoring objects. The two classes are built upon several other classes. Here is a diagram for the inheritance structure. Basically inherit the input string. And they have also implemented several interfaces. Now let's look at the demo program. Basically, this demo program will store object of the message panel and the date and restore these objects. This program is more complicated, so I don't want to go into the code directly. Let's look at the performance of the program first. Let's run it. As you can see right here, we have this object string demo programs window, and it has three panels, one with the choice of color, one with the message panel, and one with the commands. So let's choose green first. It would have this welcome to Java, and let's use this to move to right or move to left. Then we can store, and then we can change it to yellow, and then we can move to right, move left, and when we do restore, it comes back to green again. So now let's set to red, and then move, and then save, and then we change to yellow, and move left, move right. This time we restore. Whenever we save, we will be saving the current status of the message panel, and that would have the time and the message panel's object being saved. And when we restore, we will retrieve the saved object and put it back to the message panel. Now let's look at the code. First, let's look at this message panel. For this message panel, actually it has a message welcome to Java, and then has the starting coordination of the X and Y, and check whether the message is centered or not, a Boolean variable. And there's a constructor, we can put in the message with this constructor. And the interval is the grid line that you would like to move the message. So every time when we move the message to the right or to the left, it is by 10 pixels. And there is a constructor, we can input the message in. And then here are several different getter and setter methods. Get message, set message, and get coordinate, something like that. Set coordinate. And check if it is centered, set centered, something like that. The more important part is this pane component. On the graphic, that will be a canvas. And then we will super that pane, that will first paint a canvas. And then we start to put the message in, and then put the message and the coordinate, and we'll draw that string on that panel. So whenever we try to draw that message, after it moves to a new coordinate of XY coordinate, then we need to do this draw string once to update the panel status. And here are the operations for move right, move down methods for those messages. Now let's look at the main program of the object stream demo. In this program, This object string demo extends JFrame, so it is a frame. And then in this frame, there are 3 buttons, red, green, and yellow. And there are 4 commands buttons. There will be store, restore, left, and right, and 1 status bar at the J level. This status bar is used to show the object save and retrieval information for the date. And then message panel is the previous class that we shown. And then whenever this object is created, we set up the panel for the radio buttons. And then we set up the button group them together. And then we set up those command buttons. And then we set the borders. And then the container, we create a container. And then we add different listener when the radio button are clicked or the command are clicked. So right here, the action performed is used to receive those action listeners message. If we have a save operation, then we will have an output string and save the object to the object.dat. And then if we have a restore, we will have the input string to read the data from object.dat. And then show it in the message panel. And then here are the operations when you work on the left and right. You will have the 2 commands, move left or move right. Main method is here. You create a frame using the constructor and then you set it to be visible. And then the frame will be waiting there to wait for your commands. So download these 2 programs and try out yourself and read this code to understand how this program works with the GUI, the object input-output strings, and the file operations. Thank you. Bye.